This is William Richardson, the original money doctor, the voice of reason, with your financial checkup and question of the day. Today I have Esther with us again. Esther, how are you doing today?
Hey Dad, it's great to be here today.
Great. I love having your energy here every day. What's the question of the day?
The question of the day comes from emails, messages, callers, and personal contact. Today's question is, how can I get the most money in retirement?
How can you get the most money in retirement? What do I always tell you about your money?
To save it and put it in a safe place.
Great. And that's actually what they need to do. And most people aren't doing that. So we'll get right into that. Great question. Thanks, Esther.
You're welcome.
Save it and put it in a safe place. Okay. Out of the mouth of babes. So if we can get people just to listen to that simple message from innocence, save it, put it in a safe place. It's really not that difficult. We make it more difficult because we want to chase returns. We're looking for get-rich-quick schemes. We see something on the internet where someone made money overnight in the market or buying real estate, and we don't realize how many times they actually lost money, or do they even know what they're really talking about? They're just selling books and tapes. But we buy into that and we make money, we lose money. It's much simpler. It's not very exciting. You don't have to worry about what happened around the world every day, but you take your money, you put it in a safe place with a return that is fair and equal, that it's above inflation, gives you an opportunity to have growth. You leave it there, you don't touch it. Can you do that? It's not very difficult. Do a lot of people actually do that? Well, what are you doing currently right now? So you're probably taking some money out of your paycheck and you're putting it into a IRA or a SEP, some type of retirement program, 401k or 403b, something along with a traditional retirement account that's associated with the government. And you're putting that money away and you feel good about that. You're doing what your employer says. Your accountant who takes paper says to do the same thing. But are you going to a strategist? Are you working with a tax accountant? Not someone doing your taxes, but someone that specializes in reducing taxes, a tax attorney. Are you working with an advisor that their goal is to give you the most amount of money, even if it's going to hurt today, even if it's going to give you pain and struggle? They're not going to give you something that's easy. They're not going to sell something that everyone is selling and that's what you want to hear. They're going to tell you something you don't want to hear. Now, normally, it's a heck of a lot easier to tell something to someone that they want to hear and to get the money from them. When you tell people the truth, normally they don't want to hear it, they don't want to believe it, and they go the other way. And this is something that I experience on a regular basis. So if I'm telling you information and you don't think it's real or it's not relevant, or you don't want to know that, you're kind of being the child sitting in the corner with your hands over your ears saying blah, 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 no, no, no. The market's not going to crash. It's going to continue to grow. Everyone is saying that. We have a new sheriff in town. Everything's is going to go up. Everything is great. You made a mistake. Did I? Or is it just false sense of security and the market is still rising a little bit and it's going to crash eventually? If that's the case, how much can you risk? Are you willing to risk 100% of your money on that? 60%, 40%, 20%? What is your risk level? And that's really where I try to get to people. So let's say you're right and I'm wrong. How much are you willing to bet on the table at Vegas that you're right and I'm wrong? If all goes, let's just say, for example, that the market doesn't crash, right? We were able to fix it. Our current administration and the world leaders got together and they fixed everything. And we put money together to clean up all the falsehoods in the market and in the corporations. We took care of the problem. Not likely, but let's just say that we did hypothetically. Where would you want your money to bet on that? On a safe rate of return, on a place where you're going to get a fair rate of return? And what is fair? fair is anything above 5%. Over time, that's going to allow your money to grow. We'd like to be closer to, to 7, so we can have money compound at a faster pace. But if you're averaging 2 to 4 in the market over a 15 period because of ups and downs and buying and selling, and you're not a professional, you're just going along with everything, and you're averaging that, and you have stress and it's unhealthy and you have to worry about it and you have to manage it and it's not really your expertise, or you can get a 5 to 7% rate of return and not have to worry about it. What's the best one for your family? What's the best one, for you? And that's a decision that you have to make on your own time, and how you're going to get the most amount of money from retirement. What's going to work, best for you. So our question was, how can I get the most money in retirement? And it really depends upon not how much money you have. So people will typically think that, okay, well, I got this big giant nest egg. I have, $2-3 million. Government says that you're wealthy and you're rich if you have over 5 million. And you have a couple million of money that you've gained over time, and you're feeling really good about that. And you're going to get hit with 50% tax. So now you're down to, to $1 million. What if you made a decision 15 years ago today to move some of that money, whether it be 20, 30, 40, 50%? In my type of planning, if I can get you to take 20% out, hey, that's great. I'd like for you to get closer to 60. But if all you can do is give up 20, then I know at least you're going to have 20 in a safe place that's going to take care of some certain needs that we want to guarantee that you have. But also we want to have upside potential to give us a higher average and a higher gain. So it's really your choice. And if you look back to it, and we talk a lot about how we pay taxes. Is it right to pay tax on the seed or the harvest? It really depends upon what type of tax person you're talking to. Are they a pusher paper, or are they a strategist? Because most strategists in tax environment and CPAs or tax attorneys that specialize in reducing taxes, not just filing paperwork, will work with you to actually reduce the tax. And most of them are not going to simply have you put money away. They're going to work with strategies of donating money, where we go back to our 10-10-8% rule, where we want you to take the first 10% and give it away, so you're not tied to it. So, money's not the root of all evil. It's not something that controls you. And then at the same time, if you're able to capitalize on that and have a great tax benefit that the IRS code is allowing you to do. So everything that we do is in code. We're not doing anything secret or something that is a secret, but it's not well known by everyone. So it's not something that you're going to get at your local tax store that you're paying a few dollars to do your taxes because you didn't want to buy the software and do it yourself about the same kind of results. You just, that's really kind of what you're happening with your taxes. So you really got to go back to and really sit down and talk with someone, talk with a trusted advisor, and hopefully there's someone that can give you hard answers, put you up against the wall, and make you feel uncomfortable. Because if you're not uncomfortable, you're probably going to make the wrong choices. You're going to do what's easy. You're going to do what everyone else is doing. And at the end of the day, you're going to end up being that 95% of the population that just didn't get what they want. And how do you move into that 3 to 5%? Well, there's only one way to do it. It's through learning the mistakes of someone else, doing what other people are not willing to do, and making smart decisions and paying tax up front and letting money grow tax-free. That's really what's going to give you choice and control over time, is to be able to make that decision. And that decision is based on, two things: philosophy, understanding where you grew up, who you talk to, who you're around, because the people that you spend time with are really who you're going to be about. And so if you're not in the right environment, if your gardener, if your friend at the gym, if those people are not doing what you want them to do, and you don't see them as a financial success, you probably shouldn't be getting information from them. But more than likely, you are. So with that said, make the right choice for your retirement. Keep your money safe until we meet again.
This is Esther Richardson, and you're listening to The Original Money Doctor with the financial checkup of the day. Ask about our educational, private, and public online seminars, video series, and live broadcasting events. Visit the event calendar at moneydoctoradvisor.com.
Living with purpose and real intent. If you're as concerned as I am, and you're not the type to sit around and wait for something to happen, there's something you can do. A special gift invitation. How to get growth, protection, and income for your money. Send a request for a special promo code to watch this new online video training series absolutely free in the comfort of your home or office. You will learn how hardworking American families protect and control their retirement money and never expose it to stock market risk or massive taxation. Watch this free video series and learn the rules. Send requests to info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com. That's info@citizensfinancialsecurity.com to view video online. Video series is shared as a public benefit for enlightenment.
You've been listening to The Original Money Doctor, inspiring you to rise above it all and plan ahead with guaranteed success. William F. Richardson is The Original Money Doctor. Tune in next week, same time, same channel, 105.5.